Happy Saturday, guys. Today's home workout is for time with alternating dumbbell snatches and hang squat cleans. So for the workout, we're going 60 reps of those alternating dumbbell snatches, then we're going 30 hang squat cleans. And the reps are going down, and the intent of the hang squat clean is to increase in weight. Now, if you don't have any extra weight at home to hit the intent of this workout, it's okay. Try to increase your intensity as you get to those later rounds. So you're gonna go a little slower in those 60 and 30s, then those 40 and 20, you're gonna pick it up, then 20 and 10 at the end, you're gonna go your fastest. So that's another way of treating this workout if you guys don't have any weights at home. For the dumbbell snatches, choose that weight where you can do about 2 to 3 sets to finish those 60 reps. And the 30 hang squat cleans, I would say about 3 to 5 sets to finish that rep scheme there. So same thing again as you go down in those reps, guys. If you're not using any weight, try to hang on as much as you can. Keep that intensity high, especially for those hang squat cleans each time they come up. 20 minutes on this, guys. So give yourself that kind of idea or reference on what your rounds should be. So every set by that, so the 60 and 30, 40 and 20, and the 20 and 10, about 6 minutes and 30 seconds approximately per round would be pretty ideal to finish within that 20 minutes. If you find yourself going a little bit too far, that's okay. You don't have to cap yourself, but maybe start increasing your intensity if you can, or go a little bit lighter in the middle of that workout. After the workout, guys, our afterburner is some handstand holds. So we're gonna accumulate 2 minutes. You don't have to do it all at once. You can do handstand holds against the wall, the chest facing the wall, or you can go freestanding, or if you have a buddy, you can work on some freestanding handstand holds with assisted there. But we're gonna accumulate 2 minutes there, guys. Really try to feel out those positions, stay nice and tight in the handstand position. Hope you guys enjoy today's workout and afterburner. We'll see you guys next for the warm-up video.
Okay, let's get ready to warm up here. Today's warm-up is an AMRAP 6. So we're moving for 6 minutes. Okay, so it's not about doing 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds. You move at the pace that you consider is a warm-up, that gets your heart rate going elevated, that gets the muscles fired up in the movements that we're trying to get your hamstrings, your glutes, and your upper back muscles like your lats, your rhomboids. Focus on the area versus focusing on the speed or the rounds that you're doing today. Okay, get warmed up. So first movement, going for 30 double unders, 60 singles. So if you don't have a skipping rope, go into those hops. So hop, single tap, or maybe it's a double tap. So hop, double tap, hop, double tap. Repeating that, guys. For the 30, for double unders would be the 30 hops with a double tap. Okay, so that would be equivalent. When you're done that, from there you're going 5 per side of your single arm row. So find an object, could be a band, could be a weight, kettlebell here in this case, guys. You're gonna lean forward. If you find it a little bit awkward, you don't have another object on the other hand, feel free to follow along. If your stance is a little bit off, feel free to go into that split lunge. Okay, whatever feels comfortable. But the intention here is, again, squeeze your shoulder blades together, hold your shoulder blade back, start pulling that object by pushing and flexing your elbow. So pushing your elbow to the ceiling without shrugging forward. Okay, so shoulder blade back, flex your elbow, squeeze your armpit, right between your arm and your rib, guys. Keep that muscle nice and active. Extend that arm, retract, row. Again, going for 5 before you switch sides. After that, then you're going for 5 as well on both sides, your Bulgarian squat. So find an object that you can step back onto that is elevated. I'm choosing a smaller object because I know some of you guys may not have a taller object, but if possible, maybe it's the couch, maybe it's a chair. Picking a higher object to allow you to get into your hip flex a little bit better. Lower object, you just need to get longer. Okay? From there, you're gonna go down, take about knee goes straight to the floor. Okay, squeeze your butt to get that quad stretched out. Then drive through your heel to activate your hamstrings. At all times, guys, think about keeping your glutes nice and active so your pelvis is in a neutral position versus in this tilted position. So glutes tight, core tight. As you're doing your Bulgarian squat, going for, again, 5 on both sides where you're trying to really fire up hamstrings and your glutes while keeping that core and hips in control, okay? And go for 6 minutes, get warmed up. Hopefully that gets the heart rate going for you.
Last thing, guys, is that clean. So it is a squat clean. If you have a barbell, if you have a kettlebell, dumbbell, we're doing squat cleans. If you're not comfortable pulling from the ground and you're new to the squat clean, you're just learning it, let's work just from that hang position. So remember, just bringing it down to about the knees, making sure the hips are back and we're folded forward to get ourselves in that good hang position. Only go down to the floor if you are keeping that back nice and flat and you feel comfortable doing the full movement. So the kettlebell staying tight to the body, or the barbell staying tight to the body, and all the movement mechanics are there.
Starting with the alternating snatch. I got a dumbbell here, guys. So depending what you have at home, your starting position might be slightly different, okay? So what I'm getting at is if I have a smaller object, I might have to squat down to reach it versus leaning forward and rounding my back. That is usually your go-to, more natural, kind of lean forward, reach for it. Then that changes your spine position, does not keep it in a neutral position. So try to get in the habit of hinging with the hips, okay, squatting down if your object is a little bit smaller, okay? To avoid using your back or compromising your back position, use those legs. Just like any lift here that we would use with a barbell, you would deadlift it from the floor. From there, you guys are gonna drive your hips, heels into the floor. As you drive your elbow slightly back, then quickly turn it around and punch it to the ceiling, okay? Avoid that two-step because it's not a clean and press, it's a snatch, okay? So one fluid, continuous movement all the way overhead, okay? 5.
Okay guys, welcome to the afterburn. Hope you had a great workout. Today we're just gonna be working on a handstand hold. We're gonna accumulate 2 minutes. So you wanna pick something challenging enough where you're gonna have to break this up a few times. So the first option is a very straightforward option. Most of you guys can get into this one. We're just gonna try to get into a downward facing dog. So feet are gonna be wide in the back. In the front, you're gonna be about push up width apart. And then what you're gonna try to do is just push that hip up in the air. And we're actually gonna, so this is actually the top of the dive bomber. So for the down dog, the hips are gonna go backwards. You're gonna try to flatten out your back if you can. And we're just gonna try to get that head slightly through that window. To make this position a little bit easier, if Yash wants to walk his hands a little bit away from his feet, and that might give him an opportunity to flatten out that back a little bit more. That looks really good there. So we're just trying to stack those shoulders. We're trying to activate the upper back here in that position. If that seems kind of easy for you, you want to go into the next progression. I'm not really sure what these are called, but we're just going to start off by lying on our stomachs. And we're going to line up our hands with the wall. So Yash is actually going to be pushing his hands into the wall. He's going to pull that rib cage down, squeeze his butt, keep his feet tight together, and he's just getting a lot of tension in between his shoulder blades into his lats, trying to keep his abs fired up. This one might look a little bit easy when you watch it on a video, but to actually do it is actually really tough. So try it out if you've never done this one before. It could be the perfect progression for you today. Then after that, we're gonna go into a regular handstand hold where we are doing a wall climb. So this one again, guys, if you don't feel super comfortable getting right into the wall, just go 3/4 of the way. And again, focus on stacking those shoulders, head slightly through that window, rib cage tucked in tight so you can really feel your abs and your butt tensioning up. If you feel more comfortable, just keep walking it into that wall. Our eventual goal is to have your nose touching the wall, your toes pointing up, legs nice and locked out, rib cage tucked in nice and tight. Okay, you can come on down from that there, Yash. Final progression, guys, if you are more advanced and if you can do a freestanding handstand hold, or if you want to work on that, then accumulate 2 minutes in the freestand. Enjoy the afterburn, and we will see you guys tomorrow.